obviously did not play very well tonight. Bradley played a great game from start to finish, and we're going to have to get a lot better, very quickly, in order to be more competitive. So, but you guys go ahead.
When you look defensively at what Bradley was doing, just how tough was that, and just what were they doing that was giving you guys so much trouble?
Well, I mean, they've got great length, great size, and they play with really good intensity defensively and very physical and tough, and I think ultimately forced us into not creating shots for other people, which is something that our team's been really good at this year. And when we don't do that, then we don't shoot it as well. But I think that was the biggest part, is we weren't creating for others.
Players were saying they weren't questioning effort and anything, but just little bits of details offensively. And we've seen half the games so far this year, 40% or below shooting. Just what are you seeing that's not really clicking offensively that you'd like to see come along?
Well, we need to be shooting closer to 50% if we're going to be considered to shoot it well. And we need to be able to create for others, and we need to be able to, be able to run our stuff. We're evolving without Matthew. Austin has had some opportunity there. Donnie's had some opportunity there, but we've got to get to where we are more fluid, more flow offensively, and but a lot of it has to do with who can get shots for other people, and I think that's our biggest obstacle right now in regards to shooting percentage. You got to be able to create for others, and in the games where we don't do that, we don't shoot it well. Then in the games where we do that, then we shoot it well. So, and then transition is a big part. Getting out in transition early, getting some clean looks, whether they're layups or open threes, really helps. And we didn't do that to start the game today either.
We saw with, the Middle Tennessee game right after Matthew got hurt. You guys played tremendously, and then a couple in there when you guys are in the Bahamas. Is that where we're seeing now the Matthew Lee absence, to where he's the guy that would be one creating for others, and where his absence lies?
Well, I mean, he's really good at it, and it just becomes contagious. You lose a guy that could probably average 6 assists, and that's a lot of assists. And so now we just have to he's a guy that's the main thing he does. Right, but we just have to find other ways to do that, and we'll have games where we continue to create for others, but on a consistent basis is what the challenge is right now, and it's ultimately my responsibility to get that done, and that's where it starts, and that's ultimately what's got to get done.
Coach, how tough is it defending a guy like Mass, and then they have their outside shooters, playing a three-pointer?
Well, I thought defensively, for the most part, we were solid. I mean, they shot 44%. I'd like to, obviously keep them around 40. I think Mass got loose there in the beginning of the second half. He's a good player. He caught us on a couple switches and did a good job finishing over some smaller guys. But they've got nice balance to their offense with the shooters and big rink inside. I mean, he's the only player of the whole game in double figures. He had 15. Even as bad as we played offensively, we still, if we could have bared down a little more defensively there, we maybe could have kept it in within distance before it got too late. But they do a good job running their offense. Yep.
And then rebounding was fairly even at halftime.
Yeah, we didn't rebound in the second half, and we've been really good on the glass, and we just didn't quite have the pop tonight. Maybe I need to give them a little time off and see about getting their bodies recovered. But it can't be anytime soon because we've obviously got to get a lot better. But we'll definitely have to rebound better if we want to, consistently improve day in and day out, which this group is more than capable of. But it's just going to take some digging in.
You look at, 2 games in the Valley season, just this early part. You play against a Bradley team that's picked to finish second in the league, look like contenders tonight. Just with a new group that really hadn't played against that level of the Valley team yet. Just, is that something that you just kind of take that and show them and hope and try to grow from that?
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, I mean, this is a nice lesson learned. Yeah, this is a good lesson for our guys, and against a veteran Valley group, meaning they have about, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys that checked into that game tonight that have played in this league, and that's definitely something that we'll use as we move through December into January and get back into league play in about 4 weeks. So hopefully it's definitely something we can use to make us better, for sure. Yes.
You look at kind of the big guys in the league as well. I mean, Mass might be the best of them, but when you see you guys get out rebounded like that tonight, you guys win points in the paint, but just the rebounding and everything with the size that you guys have compared to some of those bigs that others have, is that, when you see that happen tonight, does that turn into concern?
No, we're the best rebounding team coming into this game in the league. I mean, we offensive rebound, we're plus whatever. I mean, this may be the first game we've been out rebounded this year, maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2 games. It would be a concern if it continued, but I mean, yeah, I'm concerned about it tonight. But it's not like we don't rebound. I mean, we rebound. We didn't rebound tonight. We didn't do a lot of good things tonight. And ultimately, like I said, that's me. That's on me. And but we'll definitely have to improve on our rebounding as we move forward into Wednesday night for sure.